Hello, here to do an attempt to repair. We have our area prepped and ready to go. Now, for video's sake and condition's sake, we're going to try to make it as short as possible. But with doing an attempt to repair, I've recognized after many of them that they tend to take between 5 minutes minimum to 10 minutes. So we'll try to make it under 10 minutes. So long story short, we already did a first attempt to repair over here right next to it on the left. We'll grab the camera and we'll show that angle towards the end to get a close-up to show that the second attempt also failed. Now we're expecting this to fail as well. We're going to do another repair here at the shingle where we marked it. That's the one we're going to remove. We have another shingle on standby ready to put in, and then we have our area marked around it to see how the removal and an install affects the shingles around it, which we already know what we're here to expect based off the first attempt. So we have our tools ready, standard hammer. We have our snake tool, so to mitigate the 45-degree threshold. And then we're gonna try to stick to that as best as possible, to be as careful as possible, even unsealing them. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna get the nails removed. We're gonna try to be very careful as we go. Things are loose. We're going to try to keep the shingles from moving too much so that we can minimize the granule fall, so we can see the process as we go. So this is the shingle right here. We're going to go ahead and get the nails from level 1, level 2. Let's go ahead and go before we take up too much time. Now again, we're going to try to stick to this 45-degree threshold as best as we can. Oh, look, this one already ripped through. Trying to get that shingle. Can't even get that nail. Can't even get that. Let's try. Already popped through, you see that? Just so brittle. It's expected though from our first attempt over here. Another nail right there. Another nail went through. Makes it twice as hard to get them out. Now, typically we use a nail gun when putting these nails back in, but considering we'd have to lift the shingle at a much higher angle than the insurance wants us to with the and then trying to remove them as well. It's just, they're so brittle. And as you can see, you're going to see the struggle that I go through just for one shingle. So imagine trying to do them for 100. It's just not doable. No one wants to do it because you're just going to end up damaging maybe even twice as much as that. It's so common that these things just staircase to other slopes. And then especially you have woven valleys together, I mean, it just creates more damage. Again, we're trying to stick to that 45. 90 degrees is about right there, so about half of that. I already see spots of where I know granules are falling, so let's go ahead and get this last one, I believe. Look at that, just went right through. Just doesn't even give me any. It's just just not doable. This snake tool, look at that, it just ripped. And if you've ever used a snake tool, if you've ever tried getting a nail, you can't just go, you have to dig into it. And the shingle's just not, I mean, it'll show right away if it can handle it or not. It just can't. It's very difficult. Imagine you're trying to do this for 100 shingles. You'd be here a week trying to repair one roof, and you couldn't even do that. You see what I mean? They're in there. All right. We have one over here. This end is good. I'm just trying to get one shingle out from this process. It's just no bueno. Another one went. There's not much you can do. If you ever try doing this, you know how hard it is to just remove some of these nails. And we're going to try to still stick to that 45 degrees. Just can't get that. Finally. Why isn't that coming out? See all that just for one shingle. You can see the granules falling the second I remove it. It always happens. It always happens. You pay attention right here and here. Same stuff. Look at that. Look at that. Just by removing it. All the granules that fall. Set that aside. I mean, you can already see. You can already see what the granules have fallen. I mean, look at that. That's just not gonna last. It's not gonna happen. Let's get our other shingle here. No point in using new ones. We're just gonna reuse what we've got here over the other slope. There's no wasting money on new materials that I know it's gonna fail. It won't help the situation. Let's try to align it as best as we can. We're gonna use the snake tool to put the nails back in. One and go in. There we go. Let's hurry up so we don't spend too much time trying to do this. One more nail should do it. We're really just trying to show the flaws rather than add more nails at this point. Oh, that one went in better. Okay, set these aside. Let's go ahead and get a better angle. Okay, now as you can see, overall, you already see the creases easily, as you can see from our first attempt. Same issue, same result. Second attempt right here. Second attempt, shingle that we put in, that was already damaged. As you can see, look at all the granules that fell from that. We didn't even move anything yet. Look at that. You can already see that coming through. Look at the amount of granules that fall off of that. Look at that. Look at that. Just wow. I mean, like I said, what happens the most is this is just gonna staircase. It's gonna follow up all the way up to the slope, go over to the other side, and it's just, you're gonna have to repair that as well. And that's just gonna happen with every wind damaged shingle. I mean, you're gonna have to do that over and over again, and it's just gonna damage the rest, and it's gonna damage the rest. And including these valleys, these woven valleys, I mean, they're just gonna jump right over to the other slope the second you do that with that. And then just following basic code, I mean, you're gonna have 18 inches that way, 18 inches this way. I mean, that's gonna poke right into this, and I mean, it's just gonna happen all over the roof, end of the cycle. There's no possible way restoring this homeowner to a pre-loss condition. So best case to do is just supplement for a whole full roof replacement. And we hope that you review this documentation to show that we, not only once but twice, same result. And then just for the sake of the homeowner, for them to be whole, I mean, the amount of wind damage that's already on this roof, the brittleness, the creases. So thank you again for your time, and have a good rest of your day.